Oh, maybe I should move up. I'm sorry, I'm putting this together. Like it should already be together. Super extra. I purchased, oh my god, it's so about to bust off. I have I purchased this what you call it? Um like a cell phone light, ring light. Yeah. You know, something that I can work with at least, you know, until I can get the real deal. Well, the purpose of this is so that it can be facing me. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm still trying. It was together. I don't know what happened. Okay, we're gonna go with this. So, in that little corner. I guess this will do for now. It doesn't look too good. But anyways, I just purchased, well, it just came in the mail from Amazon, a cell phone ring light that is used obviously for like videos, selfies, well, you know, like streaming and stuff of that nature. Um, yeah. What was that? Yeah, so I don't want to spend my whole time just like focused on this. But anyways, I'll get into a little bit of um, like lock talk a little later. I want to share some great news. Um, I have purchased also from Amazon. I'm a big Amazon shopper. Um, I purchased some. Well, I started my earlobe stretching today. My journey. I made mention on my Instagram account that that's something that I planned on doing, and the journey has officially began. And yeah, it was like it was easier than I thought it would be because when I purchased 16 gauge like studs, basically stud earrings, and um, I didn't realize. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. I didn't realize um, how big, not how much. They didn't cost much at all. I got it from Amazon. I didn't realize how big 16 gauges are compared to like my ear hole. But I'm glad that I spoken with like one of my coworkers. She has her front ear holes pierced, and so like I asked her like I'm like I'm so about to start stretching my earlobes. Like, do you got any tips, any advice, or whatever? And I was like, I'm going to be doing my back ear holes. And she was like, oh, I wish I would have done that. But I don't know why my phone is going off, honestly. Um, look how disgusting I am. But she was like, she really wished she would have started stretching her back earlobes versus her front. She didn't state why, but I told her, like I pierced my second ear holes myself using like a needle. I believe it was a safety pin. Yeah. God, look at me. Um, I'm like fat. Yeah, so she was like, I told her, I had planned on starting with a 14 gauge. And she was like, no. She was like, if you pierce your own ears using a needle, you want to start with the smallest possible. If I were you, I would go with a 16 gauge. So I was like, okay, sure. 16 gauge, no problem. I'll just switch up my MO. Yeah, so I ordered the 16 gauge. And when I got them, I didn't realize that they were like, they're bigger. They're way bigger than my ear hole. Like, literally. See if I can show you guys. But these are it here. Sorry. Put that leg around. Okay. But, let's see. You see that? Yeah. So, I'm glad that I did go with um, the 16 gauge. She warned me if I went with the 14 that my ears would be hurting really bad all the time. I'm like, okay, say no more. So, how did I do it? Like, I didn't use an ear stretching kit. Obviously, I purchased the earrings without the kit. And the reason being, I wasn't being cheap. Like, that's usually my reason for not getting something that I initially was going to get. I wasn't being cheap. They ran out of stock. Excuse me, like what I wanted. So I just was like, okay, well, let me find some studs. Because, yeah, I don't want to get like a whole actual kit because I'm not stretching my earlobes that wide. You know what I mean? So I don't want to buy like, well, the options that were available on Amazon that were left that were in stock. They had like going up to like two, like it, they were going up. And I'm like, I'm not stretching my ear hole that big. Um, but I've never seen anyone stretch their second ear hole until I came across Lockstar Keisha Charmaine, I think that's her name, lock page or a photo that someone reposted. Now I follow her on my personal IG account, but I don't follow her on my lock page. But I believe like a lock community had reposted her pictures, and I noticed that she had her second earlobes pierced, and it's like it's it's small because she had it in for some time now. She probably had it in for a couple of years. And I never noticed it before. But for some reason in this particular photo, I noticed it. But probably because I'm not like following her on my lock page and I'm rarely on my personal page. So, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So anyways, when I noticed, I'm like, oh my God, because I've been wanting to stretch my earlobes for a few years. But the problem is, like, I love wearing earrings. You know what I mean? Like, I love wearing hoops. I love wearing chandeliers. And of course, like, with my research, I've learned that, you know what I mean? Like, you can still wear hoops with your earlobes stretched and, chandeliers, and that's what you call like the drop earrings and stuff like that. You can still wear those things. Um, they come in the design, like in the form of like a stretched ear, and I don't know how they make it, but you can do it. So, but I'm like, that's just no, that's not the look that I want. So I just never went with it. So when I came across Keisha Charmaine's page and or picture and I seen that, like of course I went to her page and I'm like, wait a minute, how long has she had her earlobe stretched? And I thought that was really cool because you see like beautiful women like her. I mean, like I see a lot of beautiful black women that have their earlobe stretched, but I just never, like I don't know her or anything. I don't follow. I don't watch her journey closely because her locks are already long, and her locks are at a length that I never care to grow my locks out to. So I don't like keep a close watch on her, but I follow her because I think she's beautiful. She's a beautiful lock star in our lock community, and um, you know that's just pretty much it. I just think she's beautiful. So anyways, I know I'm all scratching and stuff. Like, God, let me just get it together, get my life together. But I went to her page and I went a little bit back, not admiring pictures, just looking and seeing how long has she been having her earlobes stretched. She had them for a very long time. Like I ended up quitting. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like so, I love the fact that they're subtle. They're stretched enough for you to notice it, but they're not stretched wide enough that you can miss it. And I'm like, that's pretty dope. So, if you ever come across this video, Keisha, Charmaine, thank you for the inspiration. I appreciate it. Because now I get to have my earlobe stretched and rock my earrings the way I want to. And it makes perfect sense. I'm just like, why didn't I think of that? Because you don't typically see it. You don't typically see people with their back earlobes stretched. You always see like the front ones or maybe the front and the back, but you never just see the back. She is actually the first I seen that. So kudos to her. Um, but yeah. So back to me. I did not purchase an earlobe stretching kit. I got the studs. And I figured, hey, they can't be but so big. They come and I'm like, wow, they are pretty big. This might hurt. And from what my research tells me, if it hurts, abort. Do not force them in. So I have my Brazilian nut oil that has a whole bunch of great carrier oils in there. So I said, let me use some of that because again, the lubricant that I was going to purchase that helps with earlobe stretching were out of stock, of course. So I was just like, okay, I'm not going to sweat it. Um, I'll just use my oil since they said, like some of the stuff that they named are like stuff that we use in our hair to lubricate, your ears while they're stretching. So I just grabbed my Brazil nut oil, lubricated my earlobes, and I literally had my hoop earring. No, I stuck it in there, and I had the back piece of the 16 gauge earring, and I attached, like, while my hoop ear was in my second ear hole, I took it from the back, the 16 gauge, and attached it, like, so I connected it together, and I kind of like slid it up so that it can go in. And believe it or not, like I also applied some of the oil onto the earring itself. And believe it or not, it went right in without a problem. So I was like, bang! And it didn't hurt. You know what I mean? You probably felt like I can't even call it a pinch, but like it didn't hurt. So I did it with the other one. Same thing. The only downside to it was The freaking stud is so freaking small. And I have on, not on, but my nails are long. These are my nails, just with acrylic on top. They're pretty long now. And it was so hard to screw, to secure the stud, the actual like fake diamond piece into the hole of the gauge. But I'm I'm tedious myself, and I deal with a lot of tedious things in my life. So I was convinced I was going to get it, and I did. That's what happens when you're independent. Like, you just make ish happen. So I got it on. So after that, I grabbed my Brazil nut oil and I lubricated my ears again, front and back. I do plan on buying, because I did see today on Amazon that both their ear stretching kit that I was going to purchase and the lubricant is back in stock. Go figure. So I'm going to order the lubricant and probably, well, no, I'm going to wait to order the 14 gauge. I don't know how, I think my mind told me that I wanted to go as high as, or as low, but it's backwards. But I wanted to stretch my ears as high or low. I'm not really sure how you would consider it, but I want to stretch my ears as wide as either a 10 gauge or an 8 gauge. So I think it may end up being somewhere around 8. I think, but I don't know. That's just from me looking at other people on YouTube. Like, I have to, a 16 gauge was nothing what I thought it was. So like, I have to see it in person to really determine, how big I want my earlobes to stretch. But it's a start. Probably, probably big. Well, of course, bigger than this, obviously. But yeah, it's a start. So I just keep having journeys within my journey, my lock journey. You feel me? Like, it's pretty dope. Like, last year when I started my lock journey, I was also pregnant, so that was another journey. And becoming a new mom, and that was another journey. And well, not a new mom, but a new mom, a mom to somebody, to a new baby. So here I am again, pregnant with another new baby, and starting another journey within my lock journey. So this year is already interesting, because I think it's going to take me about a year to get to where I want to be as far as where my earlobes stretch. Because from my understanding, when you stretch your earlobes, you need to give it time to adjust and time to heal, so you don't have things like blowouts, which I don't really necessarily know what that means. But yeah. So basically, until I feel as though these studs, these gauges that are in my ears, these size gauges that are in my ear, has fully healed and my ears aren't like the slightest bit irritated, then I'm going to move up to the next size. So, some people switch out their, start moving to their next size, like after around a month or so. I read you should wait till you're 2 months. The girl at my job said she did it in a month, so I guess, no, she said she did it when hers healed. And I think that's more the common sense way to go about it. Like, when you feel as though that they don't irritate you and they heal fully to go up the next size, that means it's ready. As far as irritation is concerned, as of right now, I don't have any like irritation because like my second earlobe, my second ear holes always gave me issues, and I wasn't sure, is it because I pierced it myself with a needle? Um, but now I'm thinking maybe it's because the earrings that I had in it was bigger than the needle that I pierced it with, so that's why it was giving me issues. But for some reason, my ears feel fine with these. You know what I mean? I mainly thought it was because I need to put like real jewelry in those my second ear holes. Like I was gonna purchase like 14 karat gold, white gold or yellow gold, just so that I can have something in my second ear hole. This is like for the most part, I spent most of my life without something in my second ear hole. Like every now and then I'll throw something in there, but I can't keep it in there. Like I was never able to keep it in there, for more than, the day. And when I do it, I don't go back to doing it for probably another few months. So we'll see how this turns out. I read, I read in the reviews, that people are really comfortable with it. People had the same issues with their second ear hole piercing that I have, prior to stretching their ear hole. So we'll see what happens, in that regard. This is like, I feel like I'm all over the place with my words, my mannerisms, and I apologize. I am not really focused on this video right now. I just really wanted to test out my light and update you guys about this new journey that I am embarking within my lock journey. So you will see me post things regarding that. Okay. No. Like I've been dropping stuff all over me. You hear me crunching, I'm chewing with my mouth open. This is me, baby. At home, in my bed, waiting for How to Get Away with Murder to come on. Okay. So, dilemma. It's really freaking pissing me off, okay? So annoyed that I have to update you guys about this. I am going to purchase a new crochet needle. Why? You see this? You see this? This is why. Like, what the freak? Okay? You see this? All of this is about as long as what's not locking, right? Don't worry, I'm not really pulling that hard. It just appears that way. But all of that should be in here. Why? Why isn't it not locking? Look at this. Look at this. This is what happens. You just seen that. It curls the freak up. It curls the freak up. And it's like, it's strong. It's strong at the root. It's just like, what the freak going on? It's really pissing me off. So, I mean, talk about growing away from the locks. Like, excuse me, I'm doing it a lot. This isn't locking up at all. Ooh, excuse me. And do you know how often, like, I just take it? I don't use any product, though. That probably sucks, but it's just like, when I do use product, you know, because it's wet, it super grows up. So I need a new crochet needle because I don't know what happened to my last one. I know before I went to my mom's house, I felt like I grabbed it. I gotta look at in my hair bag. Um, but I don't know what happened to it. And I can't keep waiting because I don't want to continue to allow this to grow out like this. I need to crochet those loose hairs into that mother freaking lock. Okay? Mm. Not that one, too. Not just that one. This, too. I'm thinking about forming a lock with this. Just starting a baby lock. Because it's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing and why? Yeah. I'm gonna beat myself up. But yeah, I'm thinking about just finger coiling it, and let it be. Because it also refused to stay. And to me, it makes sense why this wants to be by itself. Well, you know, of course I'll have it cleaned up really nice, but yeah, those bad boys, they really need to lock up. Because whether they lock up by themselves, like I can't start a new one here. I mean I can, but it don't make sense because this is now thin. You know what I mean? So makes more sense to add it in here. And no, I don't have that problem with the other one at all. I don't have that problem with the other one at all. See? Oh, maybe I'm lying. Maybe just a little bit, but it ain't that bad. You know, so I have to clean this up and lock that up using the crochet needle and form something with that one that should become a new baby lock. 27 minutes of talking about nothing. I'm just rambling. That's what I feel like. Like, oh guys, you know, like today I da 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 da. I'm chilling. That's pretty much what it is. I wanted to try out my new little selfie light. And give you an update on this new journey that I'm starting, as well as sharing what I hate about my locks right now. And it's not my locks, it's that one problem child lock. So yeah, I think that's all I pretty much have for you guys today. I was going to do a godly inspiration talk, but because he's been really good. But because my energy is so low, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm so melancholy. But because my energy is so low, I don't think I'm going to deliver it in the way that it needs to be delivered. And that's the way how I truly feel. So another time, But I am going to stress, God is dope. He is so dope. And I could not stress that enough. So yeah. I'm finna watch some TV finally. And relax. You guys have a good evening. I'm sorry I look a hot mess, sound a hot mess, acting a hot mess. Ugh. Homegirl get in her room or her bed and it's just like, what? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I want to talk about Halloween. There's a lot that I need to talk about, but some other time. Not tonight. I just came to say goodnight. Thinking about New York from Flavor of Love. And she knocked on Flavor Flav's door because she's trying to get up in that room. She was like, Peek, I just came to say goodnight. Oh, one more thing. I know the other day I talked about me not needing a front row retwist. No, I still don't need it unless I'm literally just doing the front row. So I may do that this weekend. Like literally the front, not the front rows, plural, like I normally do. Because they look really good. But like, just like my edge, my perimeter. Yep, amongst my hairline. I may just do that. And thank God tomorrow's Friday. Thank God today's Thursday. I love Thursdays. I had a great day today. But anyways, bye y'all. Let me get out of here. Because I look a hot mess, man. I look a hot mess. I got food all over me now. You feel me? All right, bye. All right.